Let's see, we got Ilianos. Welcome on in Fine Play. Welcome on in YFT. Welcome on in Moonbear. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Welcome on in Feeble Zeus and Big Bird. Glad to have you too, you Sweet Beans. Welcome on in Tommy's. Boy, with the bonks and the bonks and the baps and the hammers. Welcome on in Zandic. Welcome on in Gadget. Glad to have you, Sweet Beans. Before we hi chat, I've been put on codeine for my cough and I'm so out of it. Oh my god. Get some rest. If you gotta like just fall asleep. I get it. Like, don't put yourself out just to be here. Like, take care of yourself. To be fair, I've been like dealing with a brain fog that I think might be associated with being slightly sick that I've been going on for a bit. But I'm gonna get some shout outs for some people real quick. Big Burr, Starky, I stared at a wall for 2 hours today. To be fair, that was kind of what I did at work. Not gonna lie. Shout out for Big Burr and a shout out for Gadget. Gadget P4. For whatever reason, it's not letting me at you. There we go. I was just making sure I got the number right. All right. It is Tuesday, which means we're doing heckin' art. We are returning to Dinovember. So happy Dinovember. Our summer requests on. Summer requests are on, and they are open. Borbup. Welcome on in MX Goodies. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Happy Dinovember. Happy Dinovember. Last time we finished up the sketches. Admittedly, there's some stuff I still need to do on the sketches. Mostly, I'm looking at these fucking. There needs to be more going on with the legs. Is what I realized. But outside of that, yeah. Why does this song have my name in the title or an abbreviated word of it? That's a good question. All right. Dinosaurs. But yeah. I'm trying to think, like, today was just like a weird, I'm suing. Let's get some very cursed. I mean, we don't have to do cursed. It doesn't have to be like this. It's Christmas. There's still time. But yeah, not really a whole lot done today. I basically just played chess against a bot all day. Welcome on in, Cossack. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Because I remember that chess.com exists, and I didn't really have anything to do at work for like the early part of the day. So, welcome on in, Inuit. Glad to have ya. Cursed Miss starts now, Burb. One of my Vehigante OCs is Triceratops theme. That's awesome. Vegigante. I'm not entirely clear on what Vegigante is, or if I'm even pronouncing that correctly. Also, can I do a Christmas-ish song? Christmas songs are allowed, Christmas memes are not. That was like the not Mariah Carey. Yes, that is allowable. So like I think that was like the that was like the work, like, compromise that we came to, because like a 50-50 split of people who wanted Christmas music and people who didn't. Okay. So today we are we're lining. We're doing the line for the base layer as well as the lab coat version. Yo, Starky, welcome on in, Corey. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. You're close, and Vehigantes are Puerto Rican folklore creatures. My OCs are Oh, interesting. That's really cool. I did not realize that was a the way it sounded, I was like, this sounds vaguely, the way it was spelled, I was like, this is either vaguely like, this is either Hispanic or Portuguese, which like it's kind of like it's like a coin toss. As I'm well aware of the accursed existence of it's almost impossible as a Spanish speaker to read English or Spanish. To be fair, we have functional immunity from that. At least I do, because I don't fucking care if I'm gay. I'm already gay. Fucking casual homophobic ass. Okay. Welcome on, Adults. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean.
If anyone ever says please welcome, I'm gonna say no. They're not welcome. I hope they hate their visit also. The new Minecraft movie trailer looks a lot better than the first. A massive improvement.
Welcome on in, DA. Glad to have you, Sweeping. One of my mods, but you shout out for Dead Anthro. Dead Anthro is going to be on the front page tomorrow, so that's very exciting. Did you see the HTT, the 1,000-year door? What is it? I don't actually know what that means. Because when I see TTYD, my brain immediately fills it in with the 1,000-year door, specifically Paper Mario. And so, because it doesn't look like it's Paper Mario, How to Train Your Dragon. Okay. I haven't. I don't know. How to Train Your Dragon seems fine. We're so screwed. It's gonna be an experience. An experience. I just posted my Dino character in Discord. You're inspiring me, so I get these drawings of him. Thanks. Thank you. No problem. It actually makes me so happy to hear that like me doing art is inspiring them to do art. Because like I'm aware that like, you know, like I'm very much in the learning phase. I've come a long way, but I am still very much in the like learning phase of my art journey. So there is the fact that like I can inspire other people, even like with the level of art that I'm operating at. Music loud. Okay, again. It's one of those songs where it's like it's a little difficult, unfortunately, to find a good balance for it, but I think that should be good. But you know, it does make me sincerely happy to know the fact that like I am inspiring people, even like, you know, why can't this week speed up faster than the final Arcane season 2? But you know, like it, you know, because I no bonk Borb. It's not. I'm not being self-denigrating, I promise. It is an honest, I feel like it is a fair assessment that like I have a lot to learn and a lot to grow and develop in terms of my art style. Why are you like this, chat? Chat, what? Why? Why? Okay, so if you're new here, the time loop is redeemed that dunks me into the core of hell, the core of hell. It plays Coconut Mall but never starts the enchant loop. There's a 1/3 chance we escape. Art is a lifelong journey. It really is. It was one of the things where it's like one of my friends told me that you only ever finish about like 70% of a piece, and I did not believe him until like I actually like decided, hey, let me go ahead and try and finish this piece. And I kept noticing shit that was wrong. I kept being like, this isn't right, this isn't right, this isn't right. Let me fix it, and then like at some point I had to be like, a Scamba. That's the risk you run, baby. With great suffering also becomes great Scambas. Okay. I'm no longer content competing with the other mods on !SO. I'm now competing with Starky the SO before Starky even realizes. To be fair, I did see you shout out Gadget, and I'm going to go ahead and put you on slight blast because I shouted out Gadget at the beginning of stream, but you weren't here. Puts you on blast. Your power level. Pathetic. But no, I do sincerely appreciate you being here. What in the... Oh, okay. This is Sir Mix-a-Lot. It's so weird to me. Is Sir Mix-a-Lot making like a comeback to some degree? Has everyone here besides Starky seen Act 2 of Arcane Season 2? I assume probably everyone who's going to watch it has already watched it. Well, Time to Perish gets Thanos snapped. Farewell. I am kind of reluctant though to like engage in that conversation just because it's like it's a bit maybe not good stream etiquette to like pull a conversation towards something the streamer can't really engage with. Maybe that's just a me thing though. So like I do appreciate that like there are hyperfixations, but like I just enjoy love and support. I appreciate you, Sweet Bean. Oh, all right, so with cosplay being Thanos snapped, I guess I'm opening up for mod applications. You have to be okay with me occasionally Thanos snapping you. Apparently that's a new requirement for the mods. Luffy's fight. Oh shit. Okay, so you're now in Whole Cake Island. By the way, if you ever want advice from stuff, I'm always offering. I'm always willing to offer tips. I appreciate it. My big thing for our tips is I have like an open agreement with friends, like so basically like people I talk to outside of a stream context, and like so like I basically if I talk to like to people outside of like a stream context, I'm comfortable accepting help, like you know just like general backseating. But it was one of those things where like I have to have a rapport with you beforehand before I would feel comfortable, like you know, because like to some degree I'm like if you know what I like, I respect that you probably have good advice on like how to move towards a style that like I'm gonna be happy with. The title itself is spoilers. Our tip being a whore helps. Honestly, there is increasing desire to what's the term? Brain. There's increasing desire to do not safe work art. Okay, so what is this? So that's the thumb. What the fuck is this song? Yeah, spoiler tagging, like putting spoiler tags on something like because we do have a channel in the Discord that's like about like movies and or like movies and TV shows that might be more like kind of what you're looking for in terms of like general discourse and interaction. But yeah, is this correct? It doesn't feel correct because this feels like it feels like this is basically like more or less coming at the like yeah so something almost like more like that. You should draw whatever you feel comfortable with doing, and I think it would be fun doing. Do it. Yeah. To be fair, like that's one of the things where it's like I am nowhere near. Yeah. Okay. This is what I was This is what I'm looking for. I guess to be fair, like okay, so like this is telling me what I should be looking for. Perfect. There we go. This is like what I'm looking for. But yeah, so it ends up being like a case of like because I have a ton of art friends and like art friends have been like incredible in terms of like helping me to actually like continue and like make a lot more progress. Our advice: you should replace your outlines with a mini Among Eye. No one would be the wiser. Okay, so let me try something a little bit. Like, what if we sharpen like just yes, there we go. There we go. This is just a weird angle for the talent of the ad, I think, is like the biggest issue with it. Because like it is basically pointing directly at the camera, which means I need to do a little bit of foreshortening. Our advice: drawing eyes is basically drawing Among Us. I mean, here's the thing: if you can draw Among Us, like you can probably draw just about anything with enough time and practice. If you have like the like you know if you are able to draw a recognizable Among Us, you can draw anything. The only question is like how much time and effort. And there are some people I look at and I'm like, how the fuck? How are you doing this? People like Etchin and Old Shep with like their understanding of like muscular anatomy. Terran Fiddler with anatomy, lighting, rendering. Terran Fiddler is actually like a godlike, and it kind of scares me. there's a lot of artists I look up to. I think is like the big thing, and I'm lucky that like I actually have a lot of artists that I look up to who are friends. You know, people like DA, people like Garion, who like stop by and they're like, yeah, here's something you can, here's like a tip to like help you make it look like, you know, so that way like I can like basically get like firsthand, you know, advice from like the person whose style I'm trying to take inspiration from. Which like that's, I think like that's also like, because there's like some amount of discourse about like the nature of having an artist community is awesome. It really is. I for sure would not still be doing art if it weren't for the artist community. Like I definitely would have gotten like, I would have probably like dipped around like, you know, week 2 or 3 where I'm just like, I'm not making progress. But it's like, no, you are making progress. You're just not able to see it. Okay. Is this what I wanted? What are your thoughts about having a meme song about Merle, Corey Cam, Merle, or Sebi? My problem isn't with it being songs from other streamers. My problem is that a lot of the times other streamers are associated with songs that are just annoying. I love Merle. I have personal issues with what does the fox say from like my high school experience, where it was used to literally like blackmail students into giving their money. Um, you know how glaze corrupts an image without making it look noticeably different? We need a way to turn an image into an image that made from Among Us without noticeably different. To be fair, there are people who do that with like pictures of what's it called? I think there's one who does it with like pictures of like Shia LaBeouf. But you know, so my problem isn't like, for sure, like, because we've had like Shia Bun. Shia Bun actually does like singing, and a lot of his songs are deeply horny, but like he actually like makes really fucking good music. Where I'm just like, yeah, I would listen to this in spite of the very horny lyrics. Golden Shower, and then he has one that like his one of his like first songs that like he actually sang himself. The dude's got pipes. So like, you know, I'm not surprised at all that like that, you know, he's like actually, you know, making why does this look so weird? But yeah, it's because I my guess, because I think you've already like put in a bunch of those songs, and the songs that are associated with are like the song is a parody of Three Kobolds in a Trench Coat. That would probably be fine then, because it's like that I think you've put in before are like associated with like Baby Shark, um, Baby Shark, What Does the Fox Say, and the Duck Song, all of which are songs that are specifically made to be annoying. The inner line needs to be more angular, like the outer line. I think so. Something like that. Yes, I see now. What? Bring My Parents Back Duolingo featuring Timmy? What is this? I hate.
Rats, we're rats, we're the rats.
What's up, Chris?
All I want for Christmas is $1 trillion. Is it so much to ask?
Honestly, that would be nice. So it's not like, yeah, I think I need to, because like I think I'm going more for like the hands are good for human hands, but I definitely going for something a little bit more monstrous, which I think does require me to like thicken them up a little bit. I wonder how much Timmy was paid to sing in Spanish or Vanish. I mean, to be fair, it's from the actual Duolingo like YouTube account, so. How do you think Duolingo respond? Because like one of the most popular images of the Duolingo owl at this point has to be the Duolingo vor Sky made. How do you think Duolingo feels about that? To be fair, I do know that like the like TikTok account is run by meme lords, because there's just that like one of like people in the like they're calling out the people in the Duolingo vor. Yes, I saw it on my timeline and I'm like, this is cursed, but it also checks out. Duolingo is absolutely using the memes to market 100%. Like don't like that's I feel like it's almost like the like Chester Cheetah thing where like they just lean into the memes. So I'm like, you know what? Go live your best life, honestly. Fun fact, Duolingo once made an art collab with Hootie from the Owl House and they were shipped, I think. I could believe it. Sharper angles often give a more ferocious silhouette than softer curves. Yeah. Hoot-lingo is a ship, yes. It doesn't surprise me. Welcome on in, Ray. Glad to have you, Sweepy. 2 weeks and you're getting tackled. Oh my god, MFF is in 2 weeks. Shit. Welcome on in, Bran. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean, too. Can we show for Foxleaf, Bran, and Ray the Yeen? 2 heckin' amazing artists, and also very sweet beans. Yes, thank you for the reminder to save as well. I'm doing my best at art. we're trying out here. This is November. There we go. There we go. Thank you, Kasai. But yeah, no, how are you guys doing? Happy I can, I guess, be fair, it's Tuesday, so, you know, there's only so happy you can be. Okay. Oh, that eye is really good. Oh, thanks. One area in my art that I'm like, I feel like I've grown the most is expressions. It's definitely the area I put the most focus into. And oh Lord, I'm looking at this and I'm like, to be fair, I think it's specifically this part of the sketch layer that's messing with me, because I was using that to basically like outline the curve of the teeth. That like it's part of why it looks so weird. Currently, I'm inking hands and I want to die. But how are you guys doing, you sweet beans? I'm so Bran the Schmoxy. Bran's heckin' wonderful bean. Ray heckin' wonderful yeen. Heckin' wonderful yeen. You know what? I actually sometimes have to remind myself that I'm not a mod on other streams. But yeah, no, I actually am blown away because I didn't realize MFF was 2 weeks away. This is gonna be a weird pay period for me. This is gonna be a strange pay period. 2 weeks, you're getting it. To be fair, I'll probably be like getting there probably like Thursday evening. Like I'll take like Friday off and then probably get there like Thursday evening right after work. I need to probably clear things up with the person I'm gonna be staying with. Because I'm staying with a friend instead of like staying in one of the hotels, mostly for money saving reasons. I get there on Wednesday and leave Monday. The mind wants to do art, but body is EP. I definitely know the vibe. What's up, Chris?
Starky, why do Java programmers wear glasses? Because they don't see sharp.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably because of the blue light. Welcome on, Nakamura. Thank you for the hydrate. But yeah, no. I definitely know the vibe. Honestly, if you just get like your setup ready, like open CSP, get your tablet out, and then just like start just doing whatever. Like eventually your brain will get out of the mode where it's like,
Oh hi, thanks for checking in. I'm still a piece of garbage.
I hate it here. Why are you like this? Wait, I just realized the fucking... Wait, I did the perfect scan. You scanned the Borb. I forgot that I set that up so that way the Borb gets scanned. So the Borb stuck around for later. I was actually so thrown off. I was like, did something break? No, it's you got a picture of the Borb. Perfection. But yeah, no, definitely... I'm like of two minds about like, you know, art, like line art. Like there are times where I'm like, I'm just in a mood to do a whole bunch of it. Cause like it's just like a super, like you can turn your brain off and just like follow the lines. And there are times where I'm just like, I would rather die than draw a single consistent line. Death is preferable. It's a platypus. I'm a platypus. Starky is my specialty. You know what? Fair enough. Not a bad idea. The big thing is like in the middle of the place, but I don't want to be lazy since I'm tired. I mean, there is also like some merit to like, you know, cutting yourself a break. God knows I've over the last couple of weeks I've had to give myself a little bit of like more breaks than I, you know, have wanted to, but I've also like recognized that like if I don't, I will crash and burn in terms of like energy levels. So big fucking mood. It helps me to have multiple work in progress. Oh, for sure. That's like, so one of the things that I kind of want to do, like in terms of like, you know, exploring and developing art, is I want to try my hand at not safe work. The problem is I need motivation for that. That doesn't come from stream because I can't stream it. It's okay. I don't think I've shown you what I've been working on. I was definitely, I don't know if I actively talked, but I know I was lurking when you were working on that pool toy thing for yourself and Ansu, and it was super duper cute. I do want to like try my hand at drawing like different materials like that. Like I want to try drawing like latex and, you know, leather and stuff like that. Oh no, I have something new. Ooh, show. Let me go and open up Telegram. And this is my best work yet. That's such a nice feeling when you're like, yes, this is the best thing I've worked on. To some degree, this I think is in some ways some of the best stuff I've worked on, and in other ways not so much. Oh my god, that's so good! Yo! I can offer validation from non-safe work as well as being a safe, judge-free space for you. To be fair, I actually have broken the seal on drawing not safe work. Let me go ahead and show everyone. You don't mind me showing people, right? I should probably wait for confirmation. Because I did draw, I spent the entirety of October, like working on my secondary Sona, which is going to be like a lot more not safe for work oriented. And I find, and in free time, I did actually draw the PP of it. So I have broken the curse or the seal of like not doing not safe work. This is so good though. Like, oh my god, the level of detail and the composition and the posing and the peats. God, it's one of those things where it's like, it's wild to me because hello, what is Imagine Dragons Enemy Cupcake Remix. I got fucking flashbang by that. But for real though, this looks so good. It's wild because you, me, and Trending all started about the same time. And to some degree, I feel like I'm like lagging behind you and I feel like I'm lagging behind you and Trending in terms of like my artistic development. I assume it's just because like you guys are putting more time in. But there's definitely things I look at and I'm like, wow, they're, you know, like the work they're doing is like so advanced and well done. Oh my god. To be fair, this might be part of the problem. I'll save you temporarily. We just skipped it. Wait, who's the other? I want to see their work. Trending. I guess to be fair, they were formerly Trending Hobbit. I think they go by Trobird now on Twitch. They're a fellow burb. They do a lot of like musculature stuff, and they've made a lot of progress as an artist. And part of me is always like, you know, because like I look at my own art and I'm like, I wish I were that good. But then I have to remind myself, like I am doing things at like probably a different, you know, like I'm approaching things differently because like I am like approaching it more from a like pose and like expression oriented. Like some of the finer detailing. Oh god, why does this hand look like ass? Trobird. So Trobird, I think. Trobird. That's it. The Therian's got it. Welcome on into Werebear. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. We got T-Rex. But you know, so like it's like the eternal artist struggle of like not wanting to compare yourself to others. And it is a struggle for sure. Hope you're well. I'm doing all right. A bit of a weird brain fog. I feel like I might have caught like some kind of variation of a head flu or something, because like I've had a brain fog these last couple of days. It has been like slightly annoying. But you know, we are getting through. I'm currently struggling to draw hands. Why does this? This looks like it's just straight chunky anus. Be careful, compare yourself to others. Like they can be really hurtful to yourself. Here's the thing. Like I definitely like recognize that, and I'm like, I it's hard, but I do give myself credit. It's one of those things where it's like there's a reason I saved the first pieces of art I ever worked on, even though they were terrible. And I knew at the time that they were bad, is because like they're pieces I go to remind myself, oh, their stuff is really good. Yeah, they started like literally January of this year too, and I was like, wow, I'm starting alongside two other people, and you both have become like super like amazing, and I'm just, you know, which is not at all me playing for sympathy. It's like it's just one of those like. It's me trying to figure out where I want to take my art, I guess, and like, you know, working towards an art style that I'm happy with, which is, according to some artists, a huge struggle. So you know, it's the art minds. Everyone progresses at different rates, exactly. Yeah, you don't compare it. You can't compare it in that that the time length doesn't mean. Yeah, it's like it's not necessarily like a difference of time or difference of effort. It's just like everyone's progression works differently. I'm really happy with my work in only 8 months. Your work in only 8 months is genuinely astounding, because I've been going for 10 months, and you know, like I don't want to say like I look up to you, because that's like unrealistic or unfair expectations, but I definitely look towards your progression as something genuinely impressive, is something to aspire to. I guess like that's the more reasonable way of putting it, is to be like this there's a lot of work going on here, and I would like to one day achieve this level of work, you know. It'll probably be slower for me, because I think as like an artist I am slightly more slow and meticulous, which has its upsides and downsides. I probably... How does that look? Well, to be fair, I do have like 1 or 2 art courses from college on my belt. Nothing huge, but I have some small foundations. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, to be fair, like it's showing. Like the quality is definitely showing. You'll get there as you keep going. I'm a very slow artist. As someone who has been drawing for 20+ years, just got to continue what you work with and continue learning. Yeah, that's been like my biggest like kind of like takeaway and like kind of self-encouragement, is to be like, yeah, for eight, because like the last time I did anything art related was in high school. In high school, I took pottery. It was the only class in high school I got a C in. It was the only one. Because I was like I ended up like breaking my pots a couple of times, and it was just this whole thing. Everything else was A or B's, and just this brick of a C on pottery, which was really funny. But it means I haven't done anything like traditional or like 2D art in, God, at this point like a decade. So I've more or less started fresh, and I think from like a basically no art experience, this is pretty good for 10 months. I do need to figure out like where I'm actually going with my artistic style though. Cause like, to some degree, you're doing good. You're doing great. Oh, thank you. It's just, you know, it's more like cause you were mentioning like motivation earlier. Motivation, I think, is like the biggest thing for me. Honestly, the fact that either of us are starting to flirt with a dynamic pose is impressive. I've tried. Hold up. That was from, it was September, because it was my Sneptember piece. This was my first attempt at a dynamic pose. And it definitely has some issues. Mostly because like it like I'm not. There's no like third dimension to it. Dynamic poses are hard, man. But like to be fair, I also have to remind myself references aren't cheating, because I did use a reference for like the body position, but I also like did the thing where I like broke it down into individual like parts. Yeah, like I basically used it as like a body structure informant rather than like just like straight up tracing it. And I think it's like led to a pretty good result, especially because like it's giving me more chance to work on digitigrade paws, which are also fuck digit like they're so fun. Like digitigrade paws are great like looking, but they're such a pain to draw. Okay, I need to probably bump up the stabilization. If you have artists you look up to, I'd recommend trying to do in-depth study of their art. Studies from my best friend's art has led to the best improvement in my own skills. I started a new strategy of building poses that's really leveled up how I build out forms. Ooh, if you're willing to share, I'd love to learn. I'm also like, because like technically there's supposed to be some amount of feathers on the tail. I'm a little bit apprehensive to put them there just because I already am gonna have to do some amount of like sketch, shifting here, because like these legs are fine, but they definitely need to be buffed up a little bit. Using references vital, that's a huge thing. Most pieces have no less than 15 things of reference. I think I'm currently working with at a total probably like 10 instances of reference, but also like this is somewhat like being built from the ground up. Character design is hard. That was something I learned with my second Sona, was like, because I spent literally like 4 months working on that, where I was like, oh, this is adorable. Welcome on to Ash. I'll glad to have you, Sweet Bean. This is Gadget, right? It looks so cute. Part of me is like, there's a very slight thing I've noticed. And I'm like, I'm trying, like, I don't want to like provide unprompted feedback, but it is really cute. my brain's just like hyper fixated on certain aspects of art. So like, don't mind me. I'm just being like my brain's being dumb. It's actually like being art has like ruined certain things for me. Like I can't look at art anymore and just enjoy it. My brain has to like do fucking in-depth dives to be like, how are they building this up? But yeah, no, I would love to hear the secret. I'm so sorry that like like that aside. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings by being like there is an error. Because God knows that like that's my like fucking like nightmare. To be fair, it's if you're an artist, you already like that like there's a dozen errors here looking at you. Where I'm just like, at some point you have to make concessions. I get that feeling, but with pets. And yeah, at some point you have to make concessions for like, no, it was fine. It was just a sketch. Okay, cool. I always feel bad because I'm like always. I've had so many artist friends where like they talk like one of the like universal thing artists hate is like unasked for analysis. But like I really do. This place is so adorable. It's really cute. Okay. I think I see. Let me look. Yes. I get that a lot myself. It's one of those, it's like I said, that's like one of the things that like actually has been ruined for me. I started building up forms with the kind of spiral scribble thing. That's a really cool. Okay, wait, I actually think I see what you're doing. You're almost, hold up. Let me show people so that way I can kind of explain what I'm seeing here. You're almost building the form. It's almost like you're building the form into 3-dimensional space. So like as like you're basically like pulling it forward, and the scribbles are almost like wrapping around the rough form that you want, that you're then gonna build into the overarching form. That's really clever. That's me thinking 3D with, yeah. I had not considered that. Welcome on, Kratos. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. I actually really appreciate that like suggestion. I might use that in the future, because like one thing that's been killing me is fucking snoots, and I struggle so much with them still, where I'm like, I want to die sometimes because the snoot just is like off. It's like, hold up, where's that image? Where's the image? The image every furry artist knows. Weird creatures made of 3D shapes, exactly. Yep, here it is. I fucking hate that this is me. This is 100% me in hold up. Every single time I draw snoots, this is just who I am as a person. Shit, fuck. I misclicked. This fucking wolf is me every time I draw snoots, and I have to be like, no, stop that. Fix it. Every single time. It's just like to be fair, I've gotten better about it because like I can now at least spot it way easier when it is happening, but also there's that frustration every single time of being like okay, before shortening it for some. I honestly, I'm like, I feel like I don't want to throw like any shade on people who draw anime, because anime is also amazing, and like anyone who can do art at all, it would be so much easier if we didn't have to draw the snouts, man. The struggle would be so much less. But no, we have to deal with that shit. If you have Clip Studio Paint, there's a 3D anthro head models you can use that are a lifesaver. I actually have like a resource one of my friends showed me that's like actually, you guys might, for those of you who are artists, you guys might appreciate knowing about this as well. There's a website that like basically finds poses of let me see if I can find it. Yeah, there it is. So basically you pose maniacs, kind of. So basically let me go ahead and pull it up on the screen. It's a little bit hard to explain, but basically there is a there's like a skull that you can like redirect. Like you can move it. One of my friends showed this to me, and it's been an absolute godsend in terms of like figuring out stuff. I know this one. Yeah, exactly. It's like, so you have this 3D skull, and then you search, and then it will pull up various animal photos from like that angle. So you can, hey, if you want to like do like a top-down view, if you want to see like the animal from the top down, like they're drinking water or whatever. Should we post this in chat? I mean, does anyone not? I feel like because everyone's familiar with it, I could just yeet it into chat real quick, since that's been an absolute godsend for me figuring out different snout shapes, because I definitely there's an artist I love who like was one of the first furry artists like I really started following, named Kuma, who did an entire like, I think he did like a short joke comic about like because he does a lot of TF, so he's like he's like, oh yeah, I got drawn by it's like a cat being drawn by like someone who does primarily canids, and like the snoot shape is like all wrong. And I'm like, you know what, that's fair. I should probably learn my different shapes in terms of like knowing what I am drawing. But that is such a handy reference. It is. Let me open up the thing. This is the thing I probably put the most effort into of anything. No. Wait, where is it? It's not. Okay, let me. Where did it go? Hold up. There it is. It was in August. These head shapes were basically like more or less like taken straight from that website for me to be like, how the fuck do you draw badger snoots? One of those who scrutinize snout shapes myself. It's, to be fair, it's like one of those like because like there is so much value in like different interpretations of things, but also every time I see like the cats with like basically box snouts, I'm like, because cat snouts are fucking hard, man. They are a little bit like, depending on the species of cat, they can be a little bit boxier, but like they're never quite like canon levels of like if this is the like that's the side profile. Like even like lions will like curve down, and then like that this will be more like the snout shape. But there's so much. Like, okay, I will say if there's one thing that I am like certain I'm making progress on, I recognize that I am making a substantial amount of progress on what's it called? Anatomy and proportions are like the two areas where I'm like making a lot of progress, even though I still have a lot to learn. Because there was something I was working on recently where like I basically just futzed together, like I didn't use any references for like the body proportions, and I basically got it spot on. And very particularly when people draw tiger and lion snouts, just like domestic, yeah, because tiger and lions are like they're boxier, they're thicker. Cat snoots are like almost like wedge shaped. Like if like you have like this is the cat snoot. Actually, fair. That's but yeah. No, like with tigers, it ends up being like a little bit more boxy. Yeah, I mean quick sketches, but like also proportions are. It's one of those things where it's not really but close. Yeah, it's one of the things where it's like. I'm doing it without a reference, and I'm doing it as like a quick 1 minute aside. So like I'm giving myself a little bit of grace to be completely wrong, at least in terms of the sketch. But like I know what I'm looking for. It's just one of those things where it's like it's hard to, I'm not quite a skilled enough artist where I can just like pull it out without or like whip it out. No, but like to like basically draw without reference. People who do like, because like I watch a lot of artists. People like Frost. People like Werebear. I'll lurk in your stream sometimes. DA, I'm literally a mod for. Hang out in Chai stream sometimes. All different types of art like approaches, and I'm always freaked out by people who can just like freehand stuff. What's up, Crisp?
Try not to get scared. Scariest stories. Oh boy, I hopes this is evil burb I say. I stood there in shock as my burb started busting a move.
Oh my god. I'm somewhat unfamiliar with that meme. It's easier after a good amount of practice. Yeah. Told me that there might be a power outage in the area due to strong winds. Oh, be sure to stay inside and stay safe then. Okay, that's good enough. Last time for me to head off to work. For sure, go take care of yourself. Hopefully work is like nice and laid back. Turns out it was a funky bird. The funky bird. Why don't you take me to Funky Bird? Not today, sadly. Oh no. I guess to be fair, it is Wednesday, so it's already dark. Why would I go? Yeah. I had to conduct some. Oh no. Oh god. Yeah, conducting meetings sounds like honestly the one of the circles of hell. But like hopefully it ends up going better than you expect. Although I'm sure, having my own experience with meetings, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. I imagine I had to clip my mic with that. I like, no matter what I do with my mic settings, I always fucking clip it somehow.
Yeah.
Kenny Guy,
Say goodbye to
you
your
sweet
kneecaps,
bean.
chucklehead.
Can you shout out for Kenny Guy, by the way?
Starky got some ice cream, and then he dropped it. But then he caught it, and then he caught a fever. Dancing fever, that is. Yippee.
Also, let me make sure. Okay, cool. Where Barista did get a shout out. But if we get a shout out for Kenny Guy, heckin' wonderful super duper sweet bean. We're doing some casual art. We're doing some art and we're chatting about the art process. I'm making progress, even if I sometimes struggle to recognize it. I will say one thing. Oh no! Stop! Don't. Oh. I can't believe you've done that. Nice, just finished some contract work for an audiobook. Nice! Congrats! What's up, Crisp?
Does the ice cream come in a tortilla cone?
Oh my fucking... All right, the cheese is being taken back. The cheese will be returned when you correctly pronounce tortilla. But you know, congrats on the audiobook. Welcome on, Rish. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. What was I talking about? The artist struggle. I was talking about that, and then like there was a thought, and then now the thought's gone because I got hit by the heavy. Where was I? What was I talking about? I think it was something to do with the artist struggle. That the thought's gone, never to return. Dang, I'm not being the EP allegations. Got Larkin nap a little for sure. Thank you for stopping by, you sweet bean. Go take care of yourself. Go get nice comfy eeps. My mom calls it a quesadilla. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for yours. To be fair, you know what? That explains more about you than I guess I initially had realized. I say affectionately and not at all as a pass. But yeah, no. Brain. What was the thought? I had a thought and now it's gone. I'm mad. Not Starky said calmly. Listen. I'm allowed to have a little Mom said it's my turn to have a mental breakdown. Oh Lord. I was hoping to do coloring of this as well, but at the rate things are going, that's probably not happening tonight. The artist struck. It's gone. Oh, the thought's gone. Maybe if I like scroll back in chat. It's Wednesday. Nope, it's gone forever. The thought's gone forever. But you know, art's hard. I guess like that's like the long and the short of it. Anyone who could make like consistent looking art is impressive. Because I definitely, if there's one thing I feel like my art is not, I don't think it's consistent. We need to I need to call them quesadillas in front of my brother to annoy him. I feel like if you pronounce quesadilla like that in front of a Hispanic like abuelita, she is allowed to legally murder you with la chancla. She's legally allowed to end your life. The deadliest weapon too. Listen, there's the deadliest weapon, but only because they're wielded by the most righteous figures. Abuelita's allowed to have la chancla. Oh, merciful heaven. Okay. What is okay? Again with like what? Why is that there? Welcome on, Sue. Good to have you, Sweet Bean. There's certain times I look at. Oh, okay. We're in the background playlist. That explains it. I was like, that's 2 hours. That's 2 hours of music. Putting my mom on blast now. She hates the idea of eating mayo, but it's fine with potato salad. That's okay, but also like, yeah, that's just bizarre. The major flavor element of potato salad is the fucking mayonnaise. Okay, so that's almost correct. This line is almost correct. Okay, if I just clean this up a little bit. Nope. It's fine. If I just like adapt it. To be fair, like the lining, I need to remind myself the lining phase is like also about fixing mistakes that you didn't realize you made during the sketching phase. I'll take the save. I came across a one of those posts. It's like bad artist habits, and definitely one of the ones that applies to me is like almost finishes the piece, has not saved once. There you go. Then the program dies. I have not had that happen yet, luckily. I need to stop drawing things with claws. I need to stop with the claws. Claws are like such a pain in the ass to draw. Then the program dies, then we cry, knock on wood. To be fair, I have saved recently, so even if the program did die, what the fuck was going on here? I mean, yeah, these are the mistakes in the line art that we have to fix. Okay. There we go. Maybe sometime next year, Borb will be taking missions. Only time will tell. It's not necessarily outside of the realm of possibility. It's weird because it's like the idea of Mayo that pains her, so we can give the Borb money. I mean, here's the thing. I want to do like one of the things that I definitely want to do next year is like I want to offer like a YCH thing that people can get for like channel points. Because, like, I do want to just, like, draw y'all. But, like, I don't necessarily have the, like, time or energy to dedicate to doing that right now. Is, like, the biggest thing. She actively will encourage me to gaslight her rather than admit that Mayo can be good in certain things. That's, you know what? That's dedication. I would respect it if I didn't find it so bizarre. I'm going to turn this down slightly since I think this might be just a touch quiet or a touch loud. There we go. Tug of Borb YCH. So my thinking for a YCH, as time has gone on, I really warmed up to the bun. Like so it's bun slash Borb. They're basically, I turn you into orb, and then like the idea would be that like sort of like what's going on with Kusa's yos. Instead of the yo, it's just like I just like record your voice saying "speed," and then I add like the dumb Borb filter over it. Meanwhile, I drink Mayo, so like yeah, no, that also makes you weird. Anyways, we have to listen to Dan to Dan's opening at full volume. Me and the Ben Stein voice spin exactly. Da han da han da da han da da han da. Wait, where the fuck did the third? Where did the other finger go? Hello? Hold on. I just realized this hand only has three fingers and the thumb. Okay, that's what's going on. Okay, I can figure this out real quick. There we go. Den. Welcome on in, James. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. No, you came at the end. You joined at the very end. Can you show up for James? Actually, James, I had your form open because I actually I might have you be the first one to draw my second Sona for the himbification thing. I literally I saw it as I was starting up stream, so I'm like, I can give you a quick look at the guy because like I don't have the ref sheet fully finished. I do have the like colors picked out and the general pose and structure. Where is it? It's August, I believe, is when this is saved. Yes. So I would be having you draw this guy. Big Badgerg. Admittedly, I still need to do like I need to fill out this space with like the expressions because like I want to do 2 expressions here, but like this still works as like, you know, as like basically a ref sheet to like work with until I can like fully finish up the expressions. But yeah, so I'll probably finish that up after stream. All right, there we go. Now let me go and hide my reference now. New Sona looks huggable. Thank you. To be fair, that was the hope. I definitely want him huggable, and I definitely want him thick. Welcome on in, Deck. Let have you, Sweet Bean. Can we also get a shout out for Det? I believe yes, we got a shout out for Jam. How you doing, you Sweet Bean? Especially because like that, so that is going to be my more not safe work Sona. Like that's the Sona I'm going to be comfortable getting like more adult artwork of. So you know, shit, wrong layer. Can't get through a single stream without it. Take your shot. It's the wrong layer game. The wrong layer game. I'm having a hot girl tummy issues. Oh no. That was me like actually this weekend where I was like, I want to get things done, but tummy hurt. has a fourth one in queue already. To be fair, I think 2 is gonna be like my limit for Sonas. Just by like value of the fact that like I don't necessarily I feel like once I hit like the 3rd one, that's probably gonna be closer to an OC than a Sona. Which like there is overlap, mind you, but there we go. The Protokin has been around for a while. There we go. Yeah, personally, I'm gonna stick with Jam as my Jam. My problem is I'll make OCs and never draw them again. Welcome on in, Gigantic. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can also get a shout out for Giganta. Heckin' wonderful big old Durg. No, that's definitely why I'm like I think 2 is my limit. Because having like even 2, I had 2 Sonas for a bit, where I was like, you know, even having 2 for a bit, like I felt bad because like I was getting no art of my other like second Sona besides Starky, where I was like,
Fun Starky fact: he doesn't believe in non-cooking appliances. He has no laundry machine, dryer, dishwasher, not even a space heater. All of them have been banned for some reason.
We arrived in time for the bangers. I've actually had a broken washing machine for like at least a couple of months now that I've been meaning to get repaired. The problem is I keep not having enough money. Like literally the main issue for that. I at one point I also like called like a like, you know, a appliance repair like shop. And I got sent a voicemail, and they never followed up. How much to repair it? Probably like $200. I think that like it's gonna depend on like if the thing is even salvageable, because it basically is like basically like what was happening was the basket was loose on the like inside of the washing machine. There's a lot, isn't it? Yeah. It's like not, you know, it's one of those things where it's like I could. Sorry for breaking with my cooking, Starky. This is why we don't do dishwasher eggs. Possibly just a bearing. That's the thing. It's like I've tried to repair it, but also like the basket's more or less like sealed on there. Like the basket is like really stuck on there, like to the point where it's like it's probably gonna be like, you know, they're probably just gonna be like, yeah, you're just gonna want to scrap it basically. Strikey, where's your coffee? I do have a coffee. Don't give me money to get my washing machine fixed. I promise I'm fine. Here's the thing. The major reason that like it hasn't been an issue is because I've been visiting friends every like the thing me going to visit friends every buy new. Yeah, that's like what might end up having to happen, which is definitely not going to happen anytime soon. My friends who like live 20 minutes away, I visit them every Wednesday, at least every Wednesday that I can, and I do laundry over there, and so it ends up being not a big issue. Oh, so you bum the washer of your friends? I see. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, that's kind of the logistics of it, because it's one of those things where I need to build back up my savings. I need to like, you know, I need to make sure that like I'm doing stuff that like I don't lose my mind. Like, you know, those like people being like, oh, you shouldn't buy the coffee. Nah, fuck that. Buy the coffee because it's going to keep you going. That's purchases like that are just like things that you enjoy are the stuff that fuel you to actually keep going and not have a mental breakdown, because mental breakdowns are way more fucking expensive than a cup of goddamn Joe. Need to order like $200, $300, $700 in parts. Yeah. Reasonably, I just need to have like someone come out to check in to make sure that's like. Okay, let me zoom out a little bit, and also turn off the. As I'm looking at this, I'm like. Exactly what I told myself when I got my emotional support Lugia and cast standees. Exactly, no. Like those things do actually merit like actual meaningful value in terms of like keeping you sane so you can continue to do the things that you need to do as a functioning adult. Like to some degree, you know, just to fix a vehicle I recently got, I just tried the rear end. Yeah, no, car stuff is super duper expensive. But like that stuff is like, as much as it's maligned of like, oh, you know, if you'd be able to buy a house if you didn't buy the fucking, like if you didn't get fancy coffee. No, that shit's completely unattainable. do what you can to survive, because none of us are making it through this to like actually make a buck. So I'm gonna enjoy my nice, not Starbucks, fuck Starbucks, my nice like local cafe coffee that's like $7, and I'm gonna fucking enjoy it, or like boba, stuff like that. Because yeah, no, some people unironically argue that because you spent $2 on a coffee, that's the reason you can't buy a house. Fools, a lot of them. Oh well. It is not our lesson to learn, but we suffer all the same. That's just gonna be the fucking motto for the next bit. Ask my car how much they take to keep me happy. Fucking boomers and their copious amounts of. Here's the thing. Financially theoretical avocado toasts. That shit is basically the boomer equivalent of a copy pasta. Let's be honest with ourselves. Making fun of millennials, making fun of Gen Z, saying like, telling us not to get coffee, making fun of avocado toast. That's copy pasta for boomers. I don't eat breakfast. I force myself to eat breakfast. All right, abs time. There you go. I don't eat breakfast, thus I save money. $12 a meal adds up. But to be fair, in my mind, I'm like, if I don't eat breakfast, I'm just gonna have to eat more for lunch. So like, I'm not even saving that money. It's just getting displaced into a different meal. Catter, do you drink coffee? If they say no, then where's your house? To be fair, at this point, I'm just not. It's not worth interacting with them. Cold Turkey Man. Cold Turkey Man, the worst superhero. I feel like there's like, yeah, I feel like there's like a dumb alternate timeline where there's like a like a superhero team about healthy lunches, and Cold Turkey Man is definitely one of the people on that superhero team. And the like in classic like 90s comic book fashion, they fight off like the, you know, they fight off the evil, I don't know what the fuck, man. I'm not 90s pilled enough to fucking think of this shit off the top of my head. What's the unhealthy thing people were eating a fuck ton of in the 90s? I guess just like the bubblegum man. I got nothing. Fast food. So there's this video that keeps popping up that's like basically an analysis of the guy who did it's like a breakdown of the Super Size Me guy, and it's honestly kind of wild to go through. It's like it's 2004. You could just fucking lie in your documentary. You didn't have to give a shit, man. I guess to be fair, people have lied for in the 2010s and no one gave a shit until someone pointed it out. I still love the fact that I learned about James Somerton by basically his public crucifixion. You can still just fucking lie in your documentaries. You're just more likely to get called out for it. I know, not that guy. I was like, because I was watching that like video. I do enjoy H Bomber guy's content. Like he does really well researched and like edited video essays. I was watching that video, and he at the end he's like, don't look at the rest of the video length. Don't you do it. And I'm like, okay, so clearly you're gonna talk about someone. And he's like, this video is about James Somerton. And I'm like, who? Who? Actually, who? But yeah, no. So that was just fun to be like, oh, this guy exists. Is in the part where he went to the doctors to prepare for the Super Size Me. Welcome on in, TK. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we also get shout out for TKC Kid? TKC is a absolutely amazing big boy artist. He does a lot of big bellies, big round men, very soft. I love the stuff. I've been lurking in your streams more. I'm glad to see you back to streaming. Although maybe you didn't go away. I was just like kept getting pulled away by stuff. But yeah, no. How are you holding up? I have no idea who the people that got exposed was. How you been? I've been doing all right. I'm doing a thing for Dinovember, and it is it's slow going, but I am making progress. Although as I'm looking at that one line is far too thick. I need to do belly studies too, because I definitely want to draw like muscle guts. I see, like that's a good belly. I need to do belly studies. I need to become a big enough artist where when I say hey, send me reference pictures of your belly, it becomes a problem. I that's still one of my favorite stories from Twitter. Was the guy who was like, hey, I'm drawing a penis. Can someone send me dick pics as reference? And immediately, like 5 minutes later, second tweet, mistake, bad idea, delete tweet, go back. No, that was a bad idea. Because he had like a huge following as like a bar artist. So the dude's fucking inbox was flooded with dick pics. What do we learn? I took a break and came back recently. Okay, so you were away for a bit. I'm glad to see you back though. Hopefully it was a good break. I would love to be belly reference I mean, hey, I would appreciate I'd appreciate belly reference photos if you're so comfortable. it's definitely one of those things where like I need to save that stuff as reference images, because I do get like some friends who are like comfortable, like who are very comfortable sharing their bodies, and I'm like, I really appreciate that as like as a resource for me to learn basic anatomy. You check my belly on Blue Sky. Oh, I did not realize that you posted Tum on Blue Sky. I am following Barrick's belly account, so I my guess is that it's probably like in the same vein as that. Because I know, because Barrick has the artist account, like his streaming account, and he has a IRL belly account. Okay, I should probably give that a look then. Because like with muscle, it's not easy, but it's like more muscle is like more structured as opposed to bellies, which are like a lot more. Like bellies tend to be like, you know, because like they're so, it's almost like the clothing thing where like in order to draw good clothing, you almost need to just like throw a cloth on a thing and then keep drawing it until you really figure it out. I made 3 accounts: furries, belly gym progress, and normal citizen. That's probably fair. If I do start doing not safe for work art, I will probably make a AD account on Blue Sky, so that way I, you know, Amelia, that's probably a far, because like I'm definitely like publicly posting not safe work is a far, you know, it's gonna be a bit yet. Like that's something I'm gonna have to like probably build up the courage to make. Okay. Abdominal muscles are a struggle. I'm gonna McLose it. Okay, first of all, rotate your canvas slightly so that way, like, it's a more natural curve with the way you move your hands. There we go. See, it was that easy. I guess to be fair, I almost added the belly button, then I realized reptiles don't really have reptiles don't have belly buttons. I need to snack on something. Also, they don't have nipples, so I can get away without drawing nipples. I mean, honestly, there's something to be said. Like, okay, in terms of like snacks, I keep on hand basically like instant meal shake mix. Because there are times where like I will eat, like, he animated the scaly. Scalies are already animated. What do you want from me? They don't got mammaries. They do have chest muscles, so they don't got mammaries. Do I cue the belly button song? What the fuck is the belly button? I should not ask that question. That just means you're gonna cue it, isn't it? That was a mistake. Bad idea. Bad idea. Should not have engaged. What was I thinking? Starky, don't question the internet. Yeah, I really shouldn't. Okay. Oh, well, see, there it is. You see what I did? Absolute bazongas. You see? Yeah. I need to get us. So like the brush weight here is fine. I need to get a little bit more consistent with it, I think, is the big thing. And I think that it's probably going to require me to do a little bit of investigating in the settings, because I know apparently brush weight settings are like very like setup dependent. All right, let me check to see how well this is going. All right, so that's everything except for the legs, and the legs are going to require a little bit of their own own slight adjustment, because I do need to make them like heftier. I realized the legs were a bit thin for how big the upper body is. Which I do. I love a triangle shaped man, but also Starky is 6'8". So it doesn't quite work out. Actually, in this form, he's probably closer to 8 foot. So like I need why not 6'9" though? Because IRL I'm like 6'7", 6'8". Starky is literally just me but bird. Like that was like the original body type like set up, and then you know I've somewhat gone afield of that. All right, time to beef up the legs. Oh you are, yeah, I'm a very tall person. It's one of those things where it's like, you know, I'm kind of wondering what are the chances of a Salad Fingers Sparta remix existing on the internet? What fucking year is it? I have not thought about Sparta remixes in like a decade. There we go. Okay. Think with the save. So something like that. And I actually kind of like the idea almost of like something like that. And then we have something like that. I think that's like roughly where the muscles would align themselves. I need to probably pull up like a leg muscle reference. Yeah, I definitely like I like the extra juiciness that it gets. Not Lex muscle reference, leg muscle reference. Okay, I see now. So it's a little bit closer to like this is why I need to do more like even more studies of like muscles and legs and shit. There we go. I love some like muscles. Done plenty of studies in them. I need to do so many more muscle studies. I've already done like 3 different muscle studies, and I still need to do more. Adventure Time is older than Pop-Tart Cat. Wait, that doesn't. I should do an app study. Way too much time on the belly dimension. I mean, hey, both are good. Like I said, I was talking earlier. Like I need to do belly studies of myself, like self. Actually, yeah, that was the conversation that where you offered to potentially be a belly picture reference, which I actually do sincerely appreciate. So something almost like that. Adventure Time is from a while ago. Is that? To be fair, I'm like probably way too zoomed in to like actually appreciate what's going on here. Actually, that doesn't look terrible. For sure, hit me up on any platform you want. All right. Welcome on in, Nom. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Can we get a shout for Nom? Nom is a heckin' wonderful, Sweet Bean. Speaking of bellies, Nom is a very lovely tongue. I am I'm figuring out muscles a little bit. Because this actually looks reasonably like musculature. It's very basic, but it actually looks like what I'm going for. Oh my god, I'm now looking at the line weight. It's fine. You can't go back. I'm not allowed to go back. You're not allowed. No, takes his back. Exactly. If I go back and try to fix that, it's like I'm just gonna perpetuate my own suffering. There we go. I'm liking how that looks. Admittedly, it's maybe a little bit it's maybe just a touch exaggerated more than I would like. I want Bara. I don't quite want like hyper. I think like that's like for me like the differentiation point. Because there are definitely times I look at like certain artists and I'm like, this is too big for me to like feel like I can appreciate it. Which like, hey, like good on you for being able to draw it in a way that still looks like a human body. But like also I look at that, I'm like, it just looks like a growth to me. You should embrace the TFing aspect and take creative freedom. I suppose that's fair. Like I actually I want to do more TF art. So like being able to you know, being able to embrace that aspect of things and like actually engage in more like ridiculous and like more you know, extreme forms of like body shapes is probably like a good practice for that. Sometimes you draw a nice pair of legs and you say, fuck it, we ball. Exactly. Okay. Let's see. I feel like I as time has gone on, I am learning muscles, even if they are difficult. Also, like actually drawing just like bear muscles does help. Bear is in like not clothed, not as in bear muscles. Although like I would like to be able to draw muscles of bears as well. There we go. Muscles and a lot of art are very tricky to start, but there are a lot of there are a lot of things you can do to like basically be like, okay, you know, here's like little tips and tricks that like help make it easier for your brain to like internalize and like make sense of what is honestly a lot to keep track of initially. I definitely like I still need to probably do like a couple more muscle studies and probably like some more dynamic pose studies. There's just so much about art that like there's so much about art to like learn and develop. This probably should have happened on the sketch layer. I recognize that. I have to like fix my like line art now. To be fair, I actually like almost don't hate this more like I almost like don't hate like those little like small cut-ins. If being unable to draw bear muscles specifically would be unbearable for a furry artist. Boo, hiss. Art is a lifelong journey. The more you do it, the more you realize you can keep going. Exactly. That's why the only thing I do are bears. I mean, hey, bears are lovely. I think bears are definitely like the body type that I'm like the most like bears with muscles are like my favorite body type. In terms of like the thing that I'm the most attracted to. Okay, so let's zoom out. Can you read a story, Starky? Sure. What story do you want me to read? Though I embrace the almost season and making a Christmas for my Sona. To be fair, that's, you know, I'm not necessarily the biggest Christmas person, but I do appreciate any like people who get in this season. Okay. I just realized I've drawn forearm musculature is weird because like forearms don't even have like a lot of musculature. It's just like a lot of like tendons. Living in a Thanksgivingless region has its perks. I suppose that's fair. Like, cause are you French? I want to say. I feel like I've heard you speak on Bear Extreme, and I think you have like a French accent. I might be wrong about that. Of course, like you don't have to say if you don't feel comfortable. Am I French? I have no I had no idea. I listen, I'm bad with accents. I just it's the fucking it's for me every single European accent is just that one Legally Blonde the musical song. Let's get bad at it. It's just gay or European, gay or European. I'm just French fries. To be fair, French fries are pretty good. Starky, I've been staring blankly for hours apparently. Are you like, do you need to go like to an actual doctor? Like that actually seems like that could be a meaningfully like scary experience, I'm gonna be honest. It's the cough syrup? Oh, that's right. You mentioned the codeine cough syrup. It's the narcotics. It's like you may have had some edibles. Yeah, it's like that's what it sounded like. Belly. You know what? I completely ignored the song, and at this point, it's better not to ask. I neither watched nor subscribed. I just listened. I'm gonna lie down, have a good stream. Thank you for hanging out, you sweet bean. Bananas, no, you can't have my coochie. Keeps taunting me to repeat the mistake. I'm sorry, what? What? Scusi? I'm gonna need you to elaborate. Oh, by the way, I'm Chilean. Okay. I'm Chilean. I don't mind that being known. Okay. Is Chile the one that has like the very, because like it's either Chile or Argentina that has like the very thick Spanish speaking accent that like is sometimes difficult to interpret. I know one of the two does. I just can't remember if which one it is. I want to say it's Chile. Yes, you are correct. Okay. Because that's definitely like one of the things I've heard. The Argentinian is pretty characteristic too. Interesting. Or when you made me mod, and I proceeded to accidentally post the meme instead of music. What meme? Oh yeah, I remember. Do you hear like literally? I don't. You've not even been mod for a full week. Wait, has it been a week? Oh god, is time real? I DM'd you the story because it's kind of long. Also, spoiler tag the letter half so you don't spoil yourself on the conclusion. Wait, what story were we talking about again? Oh my god. Okay, do you want me to read a story live on stream? Chat, do we want to do like a quick story time? Where I just read something. I'm scared because Kasai wrote it. And Kasai is a very accursed being. Sure. This is gonna require unanimous chat agreement. Chat, save me. Save me from myself. I didn't actually write it. Okay. So you didn't write it, but also it's still something that you're trying to get me to read, so I like Astral, I am scared. It came from Tumblr. What side of Tumblr? That's the most important question here. What side of Tumblr did the story come from? See that :3? That's a fucking menacing ass :3. The fucking uwu ass face. Like that is an uwu face of like, I am here to torment you. It came like all that is good and holy, it came from Tumblr. It's like it's saying it's from Tumblr. It's like I've got a unmarked suspicious package in my fucking mailbox. Is like, is it a plushie or is it anthrax? Menacing : Starky. Those are the two options. It is either something very sweet or it is a deadly disease that will kill me. There is no third option. Open the package, Starkey. I don't trust like that. I don't even fucking watch the Eric Andre show, but I fucking reference that one in particular constantly. I don't Tim's Car Shop. I don't trust like that. Okay. We got the legs drawn. Actually, we're gonna get like all of the lining done today. Which is like honestly kind of nice. Even if, to be fair, like the lining on the lining on the lab coat is actually probably gonna be easier than this. I say that now, but like I might be just like empirically incorrect. The story's about a small dragon. Yes, but I don't want to read a story about an adorable uwu tiny small dragon who gets like horribly maimed by a cup that he's apparently discovered in. I read the first sentence and I'm like, I don't trust this. Why does the tongue look so fucking weird? Is it because it's like so thick compared to like the surrounding line art, which is like... Is that what's going on? Yeah, the tongue line art was very thick. Yeah, I think it's fine normally, but I think the juxtaposition of the very thick line art right next to very thin line art was what made it look weird. That looks a little bit better. Although, like, if I'm being fully honest, I think the tongue can probably afford to come out a little bit more yet. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the tongue can be, the tongue near the ends by the mouth can be about that thick, but the tip of the tongue much lighter. Better check some references, Starkey. The problem isn't the reference. The problem is my fucking art style. What is this song? Okay, just like do a couple passes to like thicken it up sufficiently. Okay. You're doing great. Well, thanks. Okay, there we go. I think this is good. But seriously, the story isn't dangerous, so it won't hurt you. I mean, okay, chat. Do a poll. Do a poll to see how interested chat is in quick story time, I guess. Okay. I probably have to hide that layer, unfortunately. What's the story about now? It's about a dragon. It's about a dragon, a coffee dragon, from the looks of it. Because like the big thing with like, I'm trying to like, I don't want to necessarily say I'm cracking down on, but like, part of me is like, are my streams too ADHD? Is there too much? Let me figure out a polls on mobile. Oh, you can't do them on mobile. You move the word about. What's this about a story? Listen, my brain has like the incredible. I swear to God, like it is probably a sign of like extremely like extremely like with developed ADHD. If I'm honest. But so Kasai just passed me a story from Tumblr. I was asking where this idea came from in the first place. It was from Kasai. Aha, sounds dangerous. That's what I'm saying. I mean to do this for a few days. I should probably actually. There we go. Nah, that still looks like ass. Okay. I need to do also like clothing, like cloth studies. Why is there so much studying to do in art? What is this from? It is a banger. Yep, there's just a lot of observation or not just life, but other art as well. Oh, for sure. Reverse 1999. What is that? That does not ring a bell at all. Like this is a certified banger, but also It's a British gacha game? Interesting. It's Chinese? Oh. Not made by British, but in... Oh, okay. In-game it's Britain. I was like, is there any, like, Western-developed gacha game? I feel like gacha games are, like, primarily, like, driven by, like, more, like, Eastern studios. Because, like, you have Hoyo, which does, like, a ton of different gacha games. Like, they're literally, like, you know, basically, like, oh, not the fucking PP. Raid Shadow Legends, mayhaps. Maybe. Oh, God. Gacha is kind of banned in Europe. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Listen, I got far enough into Odd Taxi where I discovered the villain whose backstory is he got into addicted to a gacha game. Welcome on in, Sassy Man. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. Yeah, dislike AFK Journey. Wait, I thought AFK Journey was rude spoiling at Odd Taxi. I feel like AFK Journey is like Korean, isn't it? Okay, hot spotted to pull. I appreciate it. Sorry about that. Although the pull is somewhat leading. Read the pull, yes or no, I have trust issues. Is it? I thought like AFK Journey was Korean. Again, like, I feel like with clothing, you can almost get away more with, like, these little, like, inserts. Like, these little cut-ins, almost. It's Chinese? Okay. I was like, I was pretty sure it was, like, something, you know, because, like, it was definitely not, like, any sort of Western, like, alphabet. Me, make a poll design to Scooty? Yes, never. Okay. Just some quick little, like, divots to imply tightness. Actually, fair. I don't think it makes sense for this to be there to be tightness markers there. Okay, so we are going to get to some coloring today, which is good because I am just keeping, like, we are just sticking to flats with this piece. I will not do any rendering. Okay, that's maybe not necessarily super true because I do want to do a little bit of rendering to, like, imply, like, breadth. Okay, so there's two developers, Lilith Games in China, and they made a global publishing brand called Farlight Games. Interesting. Okay. This is going well so far, all things considered. Admittedly, I'm looking at this line, I'm like, that's too thick. Because I think with, like, fabric, you almost need to use, like, thinner lines, or at least that's, like, because it's one of the things that's for me where it's like it's gonna be so it's gonna be, like, very implied, like, open. Like, I think of thinner lines for me, like, when I use them as being, like, more, like, implying airiness. Or, like, lightness. There we go. So that is currently 6 votes for yes and 1 vote for no, I have trust issues. It looks like we're probably going to be reading Kasai's story. So because this is the collar and therefore it's slightly thicker material, we can afford to like add a little bit of thickness to this line. As for are my streams too ADHD, that's why I'm spreading the chaos out across the week. I suppose that's fair. Okay. All right. Yes is overwhelmingly voted for, so I guess we're doing a quick story time. The question is, what kind of music do we want for this story time? So you know there's a Lethal Company mod to sync up your Bluetooth butt plug so it vibrates when you die? Yes. There's also a similar mod for Ultra Kill whenever you take damage, and there was one added for web phishing that was just recently released. All right. Time to read whatever's going on here. Oh god. Okay, well I guess we'll do it right when the ads come back. Ads, yeah, literally just immediately got bricked by ads. It's like, let's read the story. Ads. A cursed story, bringer of the ads. The last mod seems fishy. I mean, apparently, according to one of my friends, web phishing actually does use a lot of sound effects from porn games. Or rather, a lot of sound effects they know from porn games on Steam. Okay, as a kid, I fucking... I played the shit out of this movie. That's why I found my computer does not implode from a 2,823 mod Skyrim mod pack. That sounds honestly kind of miserable to play at that point. To be fair, fish sounds and porn sounds can overlap a lot. You know, I guess they both have like that kind of energy to them. Why do you say that would be miserable? Because it would be it's like ADHD overwhelm experience. What's up, Crisp?
Hey Starky, did you know that there was ancient Egyptian archaeologists? That's crazy. Also, if an archaeologist finds my stuff to study, I'm gonna apologize in advance for possibly representing the entire human race.
It's like, you had better. I guess we figure like I could have just been lowering the opacity this whole time. What is this fucking song? Okay. Well, that was bizarre. This is... Oh, whoopsies. Shit. I don't know, I'm choosing to ignore a lot of stuff that has been playing. I'm gonna be honest, to be fair, as far as Christmas stuff goes, it wasn't that bad. It was a meme, but like it wasn't an annoying meme, so I'll give it a pass that time. This is a banger. This is amazing digital carnival. I'm gonna make lose my mind. Yes, but I found a very concerning build in this pack. You can run around and punch things while naked. You get additional damage and armor when wearing nothing, and I'm two-shotting enemies at level 10. Yeah, that's I think that that's the biggest thing with like that many mod packs. Like with that many mods in a pack rather. At some point, one of those things is just gonna be massively broken. It's a mashup between Digital Circus and Kanye West. Did I miss Crisp talking? I think it happened during the ads. Which are we back from the ads, by the way? Okay. My suspicion is that we're not back from the ads because the thing didn't play. That the bot didn't tell me that we're back from the ads, so I assume we're not back from the ads. I could like maybe look like do some. Sorry, bot is still quiet.
Wretch.
There we go, back from the ads. What's up, Chris?
Starky, did you know that there is currently a huge internet traffic jam? There have been reports of a hash collision on the information superhighway.
The hash collision? Oh, that's right. The earlier message was about ancient Egypt archaeologists. Yeah. Here's the thing. Ancient Greeks, like the ancient Greeks from the modern day, had their own ancient Greeks. Because the Greeks who wrote down everything we know about Hellenistic Greek were inspired by Mycenaean Greek, which basically didn't write anything, like, or it wrote things down, but like they're much older. So like even ancient Greeks were looking back to ancient Greeks, which is pretty cool when you think about it. I guess it goes to show you that humanity doesn't really change that much. That there's still like that burning curiosity and wonder for like what has come before. There was definitely a moment like in this morning where I was like pleasantly surprised to learn that my sense of wonder is still alive. Like it hasn't been crushed by being an adult. So, you know, that was big ups. The Minoans mentioned. No, not the Minoans, although those Minoans were relevant as well. The Mycenaeans. That's good to know. Exactly. Thonk, point we're doing for going, hey, Starky, check this out. Either could be a great idea or a horrible idea. It could be. Just get like my opinion on a random subject. All right. Time to read the story. Now that... There we go. Sent in by Kosai, one of my mods, who is well known for being accursed. Early one morning, you pull down your favorite cup, only to find a small dragon curled up and sleeping contentedly inside. Confused and still half asleep, you take the cup outside to empty the dragon carefully onto the grass, then return to rinse your cup and make coffee. The next morning, he is back, curled snugly inside the cup as before, and you repeat the process. I gotta balance audio's levels. After a week of repeating this process, you make him a little bed, complete with whatever pocket change you've left over from the day to give him a little treasure hoard. He's ecstatic with this new treasure, but nevertheless, every morning when you go for coffee, there he is, snuggled up inside the small cup. And a few days pass, and you decide to move his bed into the cabinet to see if he'll choose the cup or the treasure. For some reason, he values the cup more highly than his treasure. You aren't upset. In fact, you find it quite endearing. You had been having trouble finding a reason to get out of bed each morning until this little dragon showed up. You decide to place the cup inside the bed and offer it to the dragon as his latest addition to his hoard. You think to yourself that he's going to stay this dragon. You think to yourself if he's going to stay this dragon will need a name, and you start sorting through several intimidating dragonly names before finally deciding to call him Folgers. After all, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup. Before anyone riots at me, by the way, what size canvas are you working on? 1.5K by 2K. Whoopsies. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. Also, you only have one fucking cup? Actual casual. Frankly, casual behavior. Fucking filthy coffee casuals. Now you get why I wanted you to read it? No, you're gonna have to explain. I mean, it was a cute story about like a adorable little dragon, but the incest endorsement dragon. Stop. I hate that. I hate those words. I'm gonna need to take those words and put them back in your mouth. Why would you want to drink a bean water? How dare you insult coffee? I will have your head. I will have you assassinated. The dragon was named Folgers, like the coffee. Yeah. Folgers coffee exists. It sure is. It's a fitting name for a dragon that sleeps in a teacup. Okay, so some things here need to get fixed, because like the musculature entirely changes certain areas depending on like if I'm wearing a coat or not, which doesn't seem like that's a good thing. Is coffee not bean water? Yes, it is, but also like there's a reason I drink coffee, and it's because of my ADHD. And I will not have you speak ill of coffee. Speak ill of coffee at your own desire to be executed for your sins against ADHD people. Coffee is literally to be fair, coffee is literally my comfort beverage. Whenever I'm like feeling bad, I'm always like, I would just want a cup of coffee, man. Do not slander his coffee, Fifi. Oh my god. By the way, do you want any recommendations for art books to read? Probably not. I have some. I already got some recommendations from a friend, and I have not yet had a chance to go through because I think it's unfortunately more advanced techniques than I'm currently feel comfortable able to use. So I do appreciate the suggestion though. If you have coffee with soy milk and vanilla, it's a 3-bean soup, a delicious and very a very good 3-bean soup.
Rats, we're rats. We're the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
I always found it hilarious just how many furries were in IT. Why is that? I'm included. I technically worked IT for 2 years.
I mean, it's just it is. There's probably a reason for it. It is funny though. I've not drunk coffee since high school. I have had once in a while Starbucks. Just get better coffee, my guy. That's very much the world's biggest skill issue. This is valid and good luck with all that, for sure. Okay. There we go. Help. Oh, I'm free. I was banished to the Shadow Realm. What do you mean? Why were you banished to the Shadow Realm? I mean, aside from the Folgers joke. I prefer the superior carbonated caffeine. But like the carbonation's like actually kind of bad for you. BS tea is better than coffee. Actually, Philistines, the lot of you.
We're the rats.
What's up, Crisp?
I work at a software company and we use Google Suite for our work, and you can upload custom emotes for chat. Someone uploaded a furry Twitch emote prior to me starting.
There are others. That is really funny though. The question is, what furry Twitch emote? We can isolate. We can find them. You can find your people at work. I like good coffee, but my tummy can't handle caffeine, which sucks. This one? Oh, that's pretty recent though. Like, I'm pretty sure that's our recent developments. They're probably still working there. Like, I don't think that emo is very old. Definitely not older than like a year. There we go. Oh, thank you for the save reminder. This is probably a well-deserved reminder because we've done a lot of work. There we go. Furries among us. Furries among us. They said the word. They said among us. This song is 100% Bowser's Inside Story, right? Yep, Bowser's Inside Story. The Mysterious Forest. Yep. This game was my childhood, so like I'm pretty sure I recognize every song from it. I've definitely gone on record as saying a couple of times that this game was both my gay and furry awakening. Glad to know he recognizes vor music. I didn't like the game because of the vor. I like the game because of the macro and weight gain scenes. There, are you happy? That game was filled to the brim with fucking kink shit. Honestly, I admire it. Listen, I know what I am. I'm trash. Okay. If I do something like this instead. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Let me go ahead and turn off the... Yes. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Imagine being happy. Same, though. Honestly, same. Big ol' same. Well, this is why we fucking double check, because that would have been a very... How the fuck? I guess I just, like... There we go. Okay, anything else that's going to be covered? The good news is, like, I kind of don't really have to draw the back with this, because it's all basically getting covered up by the front. It's looking pretty good, though, if I may say so myself. I think, let me go ahead and just, like... Something like that more. There we go. Yes, say it yourself, that's the objective. All right. I suppose now is the time to start adding some color. I'm like... All right. New raster layer below base layer color. All right. Time for me to grab the... Oh, here we are. Perfect. I actually have it on hand up here in this little window that you can kind of see behind yourself. Okay. Torso and wings. Perfect.
Rats.
What's up, Chris?
Where the rats?
Step 1, get a job in the tech industry. Step 2, get to know all your coworkers. Step 3, secretly set up circumstances to make any furries feel vaguely called out without bringing attention to myself. Step 4, find a furry without revealing myself. Step 5, after 6 months casually ask about their first owner while they are drinking something.
A series of power moves, to be sure. Okay, so there's some amount of cleaning up that's gonna have to happen, but area surrounded by black. Hmm. Okay. Refer to other layers. I mean, this is a good setup so far. I am gonna have to clean some of this up, but okay. Time for me to figure out tools yet. Paint unfilled areas. Only white and transparent. Okay. Hmm. Refer to other layers. Close gap. Okay. What if I just like really crank up tolerance? Welcome on, Ambrose. Good to have you, sweet bean. We are vibing this fine evening. We're actually getting pretty close to finishing up the Die November piece, which I'm kind of surprised by. I guess to be fair, like my recent projects up to this point have been extremely expansive, so it makes sense that like with one that I'm like being a little bit more like, yeah, I can just kind of like do whatever. Morally, that plan seems questionable. Also, comedy-wise, be perfect. Just, oh my god, it would be pretty funny. Ethically speaking, I'm pretty sure that that's called like, you know, that's called stalking, but comedically speaking, it's pretty funny. There we go. All right. At this point, it's like mostly just like hunt down the random pixels. There we go. Also, it's very important to ask them while they're drinking coffee or water for the spit take. Absolutely. That's the most important part of that plan, to be honest. What is... I hate these just like random like pixel wide marks. Welcome on, Dirk. Say, glad to have you, Sweet Bean. They just like show up and they make my life. I don't know what causes them. Borb, do not perceive the Borb. Perceive the T-Rex. But yeah, no, this I all things considered, this T-Rex has gone by very, very quickly. It's only taken me like half the month, which means I have time to start working on potentially like fleshing out the YCH bun a little bit. And then maybe we could do some of those this month. Yeah. It's gonna kind of we'll see. No promises this at this point, but it would be fun if I could start doing that. Okay, wait, you've actually reminded me. One of my friends requested that after I finish this piece, I make a Dino Nuggy version of Starky, and I am tempted to do that, which would mostly just be like loading up a Dino Nuggy into Clip Studio Paint and like futzing around with the filters a little bit. Speaking of April Fools is coming soon. April Fools is like half a year away. I guess to be fair, like that's the best time to play a prank because no one's gonna expect it. It's just like it's April Fools, and then it's just like fucking. It's just mid-December. Now is the best time to start planning. I'm gonna be honest with you. If your April Fool's Day prank requires a year of planning, I think you probably need to go see like a neurological professional. Like go receive help. I don't know. Go to fucking church or some shit. Alrighty. Is this like, I feel like, I guess to be fair, this is going much faster than like basically like going around the outside and painting it all individually. Because like I mostly just have to handle the stuff that like the bucket fill tool doesn't get. Starky, what's up, DA? Oh yeah, thank you for shouting out Dirkset, by the way. But why? I do have a plan I've been cooking for a year. That's too long. Jinbei is back. Oh, okay. So you're near the end of Whole Cake Island. Whole Cake Island is one of my favorite arcs. He is back for a little bit. Yeah, thank you for shouting out DA. I think DA got a shout out earlier, but also a second shout out. Also, DA is going to be on the fucking front page tomorrow, which is going to be wild. I actually asked my boss if I could work from home tomorrow, if I could work remotely, just that way I like, you know, okay, if I'm looking at this and I'm like, I'm not doing that anywhere else. So like, why would I do that there? Oh, that hand jump scared me. What do you mean the hand jump scared you? I'm the artist. I'm the one who's supposed to be jump scared by hands. This is my suffering. This is my cross to bear. It just felt like it was going to grab Stark. It was going to grab Starky. I commend anyone who was able to watch One Piece because the longest running series you have watched is Attack on Titan. Here's the thing: the One Piece manga actually is like really well paced. Okay, it has some slower sections. There are certain sections where I'm like, can we just like skip? But it actually is like extremely like outside of like. Honestly, like post time skip, the pacing in the One Piece manga is super duper like consistently good. And it only took me like a couple months. Like if I read an hour a night for a couple months and I was all caught up. So yeah, it is 1,000 chapters, but like you can break it down. I watched One Piece and got to a point where I stopped caring. Well, here's the thing. That's from what I understand is like the risk you run with specifically watching the anime. Correction, I forgot that I binged almost the entirety of Fairy Tail last June or July. I also read the manga. Redeem idea, a hand grabs Starky and throws him off screen. I love him so much. Okay, time. Oh, I already see you. I could probably read all One Piece in a day. That's a lot of manga to read in one day. I'm gonna be honest with you. Okay, I think I got everything. Yeah, it looks like I got everything. Okay, a better way to put it is that there are way too few characters I cared for. That's fair. No character. Yeah, here's the thing. It is a bit rough because some of my favorite characters are later on in the series. Like only Sanji and Robin I liked. Because like the first Straw Hat I truly enjoy like without exception is Chopper. Reading is for nerds anyway. Like Chopper I think is the first character I like. Full stop. Like I don't need to like preface that with like, yeah, you know, this one thing he does that I find incredibly annoying. Like outside of this one thing he does that is incredibly annoying. Like no, Chopper is just a fun character, full stop for me. But like up to the point where like Chopper gets out of the crew, I'm like, ugh. And then it takes a while for the first actually functioning brain cell to join the crew with Robin. The first character who actually like has an idea of what's going on. And she joins what? Alabasta ends at like the 200, 300 chapter mark. I know the overall crew is not that interesting, specifically when most of their development happens pre-time skip. There is a lot of honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. Most of the character development happens post time skip. Robin's the big sister. Sanji gets massively fleshed out in Whole Cake Island. Zoro gets a lot of fleshing out in Wano. Frankie, Chopper gets a lot of fleshing out in Onigashima. Is this fella going to be named StarkyMorph? I was thinking Mighty Morph. That was the pun I was going to go with. We need more Straw Hats to join a second time. I mean, there's still one more Straw Hat that's coming. Because they're clearly setting up for like a fight between Blackbeard's crew and Luffy's crew, and Blackbeard they keep going on about Blackbeard's 10 lieutenants. So there needs to be an 11th Straw Hat besides Luffy, like 8, so 11 total. I read up to the first third of Big Mom stuff. Yeah, okay, so you basically like stopped right before a lot of character development happened. The Mighty Morphin Stark. Yeah, that's to be fair, that was the joke I was like, wait, this works a little too cleanly. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. He's gonna be Mighty Morph. And I know it is deeply uncompelling to be like, oh, if you just read one more chapter, are you making a Sentai Sona? Probably not. I mean, the joke is that Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So this version of Starky is Mighty Morph. Because like all of my Sonas are paired with dumb puns. Like the cat version of Starky is Starky Meowth. Dog version is Barky Morph. Honey Morph is the bear version. I don't get it. It's a reference to this series Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. What would a human Starky look like? I don't mean your IRL face. I mean turning Starky's features into a human equivalence. I have no idea. I don't draw humans. That's lame. But yeah, so the funny thing is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is the one where they specifically turn into dinosaur robots when they're fighting the bad guys, which is why it works out a little bit too funnily well. And why I was like, you know what, fine, I'll go with it. It also saves Scaly Morph for a different species of Scaly when it turns Starky into. Hear me out, Starky's TFs into Warwick. Power Rangers wouldn't exist without Spider-Man. I could see that being the case. Starky is Warwick, maybe. I almost feel like that's like a more fit for the second Sona, but like that's also that's a lot of design to draw. They actually have a season of Power Rangers where they're the Dino Rangers and they Dinomorph. Okay. Have you seen Japanese Spider-Man? That's how it's written. That's how I'm reading it. It's like the spice. It's Star Anise, but it's Japanese. I've sadly watched way too many seasons of Power Rangers. Warwick, Jinx, Catalan, and V are the only league champions I care about since they're in Arcane. Pokemon and that one farmer from Easton. Let's go. I love Poor Man's Poison. Poor Man's Poison is like the band that still gives me hope for the country genre. Because like I hate pop country. But like I do love Poor Man's Poison. Mostly I think it's just like any country song where the lyrics are just generic pandering. I'm like, eh. I would rather we didn't. There we go. Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in, that one farmer. Glad to have you, Sweet Bean. We're vibing. We're dinosauring. I might futz around a little bit to I might like try my hand a little bit at some like cell shading. I definitely know I want to do a little bit of like mostly just like one specific rendering thing, which hopefully like Starky gonna Dinomorb. Listen, I mean this is the version of Starky you get when Starky gets really fucking angry, so you're not wrong. I assume that this will probably... Oh, it actually worked. Huh. I was not expecting that to work as well as it did. Am I actually like learning how to use CSP well? Gasp. Gasp shock horror. I grab his tail so badly. That's how you get tail whipped into the sun. Oh my god, not the those smooch emotes are so haunting. Because like, who is it? There's someone who was like the original version of that, and it was like it's a kissing cherry, and it's so scary. Every time I see it, I'm like, I don't like it. Okay. Alrighty. I think I'm keeping the, because like, okay, what if I copy the eye? I need the teardrop tool. There we are. If I just like you know what I've accidentally done? Yeah, I realize I've made a mistake by doing this. Among Us. It wasn't even my intention. It just happened by accident. I swear, chat. Should I leave it? Should I leave the hidden Among Us? You know what you did. It wasn't my intention, I promise. Yes, actually. Okay, that'll be our little secret. No one will notice. No one will know. Oh, you heard about the Zim screaming "Get Out" used in various YouTube shorts and TikToks? Apparently my dream last night was about that one soundbite. Leave it. Hide more Among Us. All right, I'm not gonna hide more because I think one Among Us is fine. But it is really funny, and the fact that I didn't even do it intentionally is what makes it so much fucking funnier to me personally. Monster. Listen, there's only so much Among Us I can hide before it starts becoming obvious. I need to keep it to just the one Among Us, otherwise people are gonna start actively looking. That's the secret. Make sure to tag Among Us when you upload it to E6. Here's the thing, I'm never gonna actively upload anything to E6. If I ever discover that something I have made did get uploaded to E6, I'll be like, okay, I've made it as an artist. I've done it. There we go. I'm uploading this to E6. When it's done, I will make an account. Listen, it's cheating if it's one of my mods. If one of you people upload it to E6, I will find out and I will be slightly disappointed. I'll be like, man, I wanted authentic E621. There we go. Maybe it's just like it's like, I don't know. Because like I definitely know like a lot of artists I'm friends with have like E621 tags, and it's always funny. Just when a mod doesn't meet. I mean, I don't know. It feels like it cheapens it slightly. Oh, why is this so JPEG compressed? It's so JPEGified. I see that. There we go. Come over here. There we go. Just go ahead and shit, fuck. Fine, I'll be the second person. I guess not the fucking like E621 watch party. Everyone waiting for like someone to authentically upload something I make to E6, only to like swarm it. Oh hell yeah. Okay. I think probably I think we use the same color here. There we go. Take me, Starky. I don't know what's going on, but if Yuppa is doing it, let me too. Cosplay is threatening to upload my art to E6. I threat, or I guess like offer. I don't know, man. I want the first piece uploaded to E6 to be authentic, though. Can you take me to Snurch, Starky? I mean, feel free to put it in the queue. Which reminds me, I should probably keep an eye out for how long the queue is. 15 minutes? Okay, so we've got like another 10 minutes worth of queue space left. We could sneak a Snurch in there. God, I love Poor Man's Poison. It's such a great song. Welcome on in, Growly. Glad to have you, Sweeping. Can we shout for Growly? How you enjoying the dinosaur? Are you enjoying the... I never figured out what's the inside of Starky's mouth looks like. It's a nice muzzle. I want to make sure I'm drawing Maws well, but not too well. Starky Ma reveal. I guess, I mean, to be fair, in a sense, this... Let me go and like... Because I guess it'd probably just be like this, but darker. Something like that. The struggle of a furry artist, avoiding drawing any body part with too much detail so people don't think that it's your kink. Starky, what's your second favorite bird? Like, in terms of, like, actual bird species, or, like, in terms of, like, bird furries? Both? I don't necessarily know who my second favorite bird persona would be. Because I actually don't know who my first is. Bird species. The question is like, what would my favorite species be? Oh, I guess to be fair, crows. Actually, crows. Here's the thing. It's either penguins or crows. It's like a two-way tie for first place for me. I know that's like cheating. It's like, oh, there can only be one first place, but also, both penguins and crows are very silly, and I love them. Penguins are so good. They're just like goofy. I love them. Also very gay. We do love a gay penguin. That's why I asked for second place. Oh, this is making me realize that like this area here should be like white-ish. There we go. That basically reads at scale. I like parrots. Parrots are pretty cool too. At scale, that like basically reads correctly. You zoom in and it's like that's not at all how teeth work. But then you zoom out and it's like, oh, okay, that's basically correct teeth. Okay, time to select the beak colors. Oh shit me. I also need to... Okay, well, so there's a lot of coloring I still have to do because I completely forgot about the talons, the beak, and then the fact that the tail is a completely different color. I forgot my own sonar design. Art's hard, man. You know, I need to get some bird phrase to play Songbird Symphony. I love Songbird Symphony. It is a certified bop. There's also Disco Penguins. It is hard. I mean, luckily, like, I think that I should be able to just, like, basically, like, quarantine off the various sections properly. Okay. Talons and arms. Okay, so we have 20 minutes of stream left. I don't necessarily know. Is this the kind of thing would you guys want to see me finish this on stream, like at the very beginning of like Friday or Friday's art stream, or is like this the kind of thing where it's like it's okay if I finish it off stream? Did you ever meet Dabson? Wait, oh, a Songbird Symphony a game? I was thinking of the there's like a guy who does like lo-fi techno remixes with bird songs. I think whatever you feel with what your content is you want to show, I suppose that's fair. To be fair, like there's basically like nothing else that's gonna go on in terms of like, you know, finer detailing stuff. I always love seeing art being made, but I might be biased. I always miss the beginning of the stream, so I want to opinionate. Close the queue. Good reminder. Thank you for telling me. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna be going a little bit over time. Fug nuts. Welcome on in, monkey. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Always, including physical and nocturnal. I didn't realize you streamed Pathologic too. That game is somewhat menacing from all the things I've heard about Pathologic, the original. There we go. I need to do that again. It's a rhythm game with a call and repeat like Rhythm Heaven, but you need to collect more buttons as you try to collect the 6 music notes. Interesting. Okay, can I... God damn it. What is happening? I'm assuming does that have to do with tolerance? Okay, yeah, it was the tolerance that was the issue. Okay. Oh, sorry, Zadik. We just closed out the song request queue. Welcome on, Brianna. Glad to have you, sweet bean. Those balls be cannonin'. Sorry, sorry. The queue's got to close at some point, unfortunately. Otherwise, I will literally be here all night. And I got work tomorrow, and also I have to mod for DA tomorrow, which is gonna be I'm scared is because he's on the front page, so we're definitely expecting at least some influx of like, you know, just random haters. Why is that a problem? Your soul belongs to us. Listen, I didn't agree to sell my soul to anyone. Okay, that's not true. I might have sold my soul to like one of the various like you know, UCLAs, but like not to an individual, especially not to the furry fandom. There we go. Have you heard of the Prolapse Masterclass? Someone time out Monkey Kensu. I had taken a break on arguing with random people on the internet that the reason the new Wicked movie looks like that is because of the camera's fault. I know a couple of people who sold theirs to Bowser. You know, that checks out. You sold your soul sold to Muktuk. Listen, I feel like I feel like Muktuk would respect my soul more than I do. I want to be honest. Ooh, da, 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 da. Why is Turkey so hot? I appreciate that reaction. I sincerely do appreciate that. It make me happy. Okay, I need to do arms yet. New to Starky Dino. Well, okay, so I do have the lab coat. But that's going on its own layer. I'm trying my hand at like different variations. Like that's I mean it's interesting, I guess, to like continue to like develop and learn new things about art programs. Okay. What the fuck? Muktuk is best boy of Potionomics? Oh, for sure. Like here's the thing. Muktuk, if he had my soul, would just, I'm sure, like, be very gentle with it. Very gentle, very respectful. Oh, wait, is this... Oh, wait, this is a music video crap? I believe the original was Eating Ass Masterclass. That's definitely a different song. Big Dino PP from Starky on Not Safe for Work. I don't necessarily know that I would turn this into a Not Safe for Work. Maybe. It's one of the things where it's like, if I do decide to just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go back and like do some older pieces that I liked, but maybe didn't necessarily like or like work on them and be like, yeah, you know, hey, let me turn this Not Safe for Work. That could potentially be a thing, although like it's entirely possible I come back and I'm just like, I hate it, and I just remake the entire thing just so I can add a PP. Wow, whoever requested this song, I hope Starky's watching Arcane. Nope. Starky doesn't like League. I am very yeah, I don't like what I don't like League, but like more core than that is I just don't like Riot. I feel like as far as corporations go, they're just as bad as a lot of the, like big offenders, but they get a pass way more than any other corporation I've ever seen. I hope it's not in video form then. It does have a musical video. But also, like I said, I have no interest in watching Arcane. Also, apparently, even though like they reworked the League of Legends lore to make Arcane a better story, which I guess I shouldn't be too surprised by. Don't get me wrong, League is ass, but good lord, the show is S tier animation. I know, I just like it's the same reason why like I refuse to support Disney, is because like I actually find like their like ethical behavior completely objectionable. It's like I can't, you know. And like also Riot open job offers for AI artists. Yeah. Yeah, fuck Riot. Garbage ass studio. I personally blame Riot for like a lot of modern also like a lot of modern monetization models. Same Starkey on both Riot and Disney. Like the only Disney stuff I watch, I do have some friends who like support some of the more like indie stuff that like I like Pixar, I believe is Pixar owned by Disney? I can't remember. I want to say Pixar. Fuck everyone I write and Fortiche, except for the people that worked on Arcane. Okay. Yes. So like I do watch some amount of like because my friends own like Encanto, and like I enjoyed that. But like also A, they already paid the money for it, and B, you know, it was a story that was written by like an individual as opposed to like a corporate produced drivel. Which I'm gonna be honest with you, is almost certainly the only thing you can expect from Disney from this point onwards. I'm sincere when I say it probably is worth skipping every single Disney movie until Disney falls into the ocean. I don't care how good the marketing is. All Disney movies are going to be garbage for the foreseeable future. Like aren't they like making a live action Lilo and Stitch? I love Lilo and Stitch. That movie was like part of my childhood. I would fucking actually despise seeing that because it would be like watching someone stomp all over my childhood. So you'd skip out on Zootopia 2? I haven't even seen Zootopia 1. I'll say it. Nick Wilde's a class traitor. He is every bit the stereotypical cop. I'm pulling out all my spicy movie takes today. Good God. Was the song from No Peeking? I already looked at it because I recognized it immediately. It's another Bowser's Inside Story song. All right. Actually, like, I'm probably gonna just like, because like in terms of background, I'm probably just like slapping like a solid like object in the background, like a solid color block. I already know everything that happens on it anyway. Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like in terms like if you're watching a movie because it is furry, there are better options. I enjoyed one of my friends showed me what's it called? Um shoot. The one with death. Fuck. Why actually can't I remember? Among Us. The Among Us is there, hiding in plain sight. I must admit that Bogo's Clouds or fan art is a guilty pleasure. I'm right there with you, to be honest. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Yes, that's the one. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Genuinely pretty solid movie. Bad Guys. Really good movie. There we go. Pussy wearing boots, cushion heels. But you know, like there, if you're watching a movie just because it has like furry characters in it, there are better options than Zootopia. Like I like some of the character designs. I appreciate Chief Bogo. I appreciate Clawhauser. Fennec is a actually really fun character design. I think I'm actually gonna extend the. All right. The Tigers in Zootopia got me down bad. Those are pretty good designs too. Okay. Alrighty. Let me go ahead and lab coat ink. Lab coat color. And then let me go ahead and snag the. There we go. There's lab coat color. The question is this going to work the way I hope it does? It kind of. Kind of. It kind of works the way I'm. Not. Okay. We're probably just outlining this by hand then, unfortunately. Oh, whoopsies, my hand's disconnected. Oh my god, they're hot and smug as hell. I want to smash. There's the nice about a smug character. Okay, lab coat color. Okay. It is now time for very careful coloring. Oh, I just fucking realized. Is this gonna be your costume for MFF, Dino Starky? I realized because like I think yeah, okay. This is to be fair, wait, what is MFF's theme this year? Is it actually dinosaurs? I don't know, man. It's my first break convention. I'm going for a day. That's fair. Okay, the question is like, is there a way for me to? Okay, selection from layer. We're gonna cheese this a bit. Create selection, base layer ink, create selection. Or selection from layer, add selection. And then invert. And then lab coat color. Oh, sorry, we closed out the queues that way. We can finish up what remains here because we're going to be wrapping up in probably about like 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. Dang. I mean, hey, I'll be doing song request queue, song request again. Shoot, when is it? Friday. Thursday will be probably more web fishing. I just want to hug him. Oh. I mean, that's a sign that I've also done something well. Hugs and horny comments are signs that I'm doing a good job. Okay. So this is going to be basically my guideline to go by in terms of like figuring out where I need to cover things up. Wait a second. Other things too, but mainly hug him. There is something like pleasantly like nice about receiving horny comments as an artist. It's like it gives like all of the like, yay, I'm doing something well vibes. Okay. Even there should be a way to refresh, refence the layer of the line art is on, and then just fill bucket. Probably. I think there is, but like I wasn't getting it to work, so I'm just gonna like basically be a little bit careful about filling in some of the coloring, and it should be fine. This is leading to a funny situation where I have to like do mental like arithmetic to figure out what does and does not need to be colored in. It's been a while since I used Clip. I know there's a way so you don't have to do the select tool. Probably. I'm sure there is. Like I'm sure that this our software is way more powerful than I'm currently using it. All right. All right, it's time for Snurch. There's every snail's disapproval. Should have snurshiped her sooner. Every step it did sneep. This Monday's getting more bleak. A fresh noise in each week. We were born Snick. You heard him say it. I love the snail room. It's my favorite place to be. Snake. Snayman. 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 Everyone get your snails out. There we go. Thank you for the snails. I love the snail, like, emoji, like emoticon, or emoji. Emoticons are the things where you make faces with text. Okay, that's looking pretty good. All right, and just the other side to clean up. You ever see one of those giant snails people keep as a pet? Except for in America, it's illegal there. They're like slime buddies. I have seen those. They're like super cool and also like weirdly horrifying. A snail emoticon. You know what? That actually is a very good snail emoticon. Oh my god, he's leaving. Look at him go. Okay. Now just a little bit of extra cleanup is needed. I think as I'm looking at this, I'm like, there's a little bit of an error. The fact that I was able to like roughly eyeball it though and have it work out overall is kind of amazing. Because as I'm sitting here like looking at something that I did, I'm like, how the fuck is that the only time that that is an issue? There we go. So I think yeah. I think it's largely pretty easy to fix though. I think this is backup queue. Yeah, this is backup queue. All right. That is a fully done Mighty Morph. All I need to do is add the like breath effect I want for like to indicate him yelling, and then add something in the background. Immortal snail, but any art you make is exactly what you desire out of it. I don't necessarily I don't think that's quite worth it, unfortunately. I do like the fact that immortal snail is just a downside at this point. We're all so aware of the more like immortal snail you know, like brain like thought experiment that you're just able to like immortal snail but upside. But yeah. So yeah, I'm probably gonna just like put like some stuff in the background and then a breath effect, and yeah, that should be it. Hopefully, guys, you know, hopefully it looks good. I'll probably be doing that off like just here in a little bit since it is pretty easy. Or maybe the next time I open my art program, I might. You know what? I'm working from home tomorrow, so I could just easily do it then. Let me go ahead and save this real quick, just in case I had made any changes and didn't realize it. Great work today. Well, thank you for hanging out. But yeah, that's Mighty Morph. All right, let me see who's live so we can rate out. Pause you, go ahead and get the outro playlist going. And let's see who's live. IFPS Yoshi's debuted a new Sona and Otter. Ooh. We could do that. Yoshi seems like a very, very sweet bean. And also, normally he is dinosaur, so. It'd be fitting. We're swapping species. Let me see. I have too many pages. I never announced on Blue Sky that I was going live. I'm a fool. A damned fool. Anyways, but yeah. I think let me do a quick look. I want to raid into Mari at some point. My suspicion is that she's probably. Oh, there's Yoshi. My suspicion is that because I think Mari starts earlier than me. She's live. She's doing web fishing. Okay, I think she's doing a collab. So, what about Rudy? I generally try to stream raid into smaller where I can. Oh, okay, so it's a collab with Gal. But yeah, let's raid Yoshi. Oh, the otter soda is so cute. Raid message is going to be lab break because I have no idea. My brain is not one to think of another raid message, so lab break it is. And start the raid over to IFPS Yoshi. Anyways, I'll make sure I got the raid target correct. Perfect. Anyways, if this is your first time here, I have StarkyMorph, Big A Chaos Growing Internet. Friday stream live every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 7 to 10 p.m. EST. Mostly I play indie games. However, every Tuesday and Friday we do art. I've been doing art this year, and it's been an amazing learning process. But yeah. Anyways, if you'd like to stay up to date with the stream, including will be going live, Twitter and Blue Sky. I guess Twitter. I do still have a Twitter. I need to grab some stuff from Twitter and then just basically nuke it from nuke my account without deleting it, so that way no one can remake my account on there. Because apparently that's something that is potentially a risk is if you delete your account, someone could remake it who isn't you and then claim to be you. So do be mindful of that. Just make it just a ghost account, honestly. Anyways, so Blue Sky, I post art that I make as well as art that I get commissioned. I got a couple of commission pieces coming, which I'm really excited for. But yeah, I have a YouTube if you like to catch up on the VODs there, see what we've been up to. A Discord if you like to hop in there, say hi to all the Sweet Beans, see the Curse Come to the Sweet Beans post. And to TikTok if you'd like to see edited content made by myself as well as my editor Michio. Also, I mentioned it yesterday. I'm gonna start probably doing the hype up cycle in December. Starting in the new year, everything is ready for the new model. I just need to do the hype up, posting to a bunch of platforms and getting everyone excited for it. But yeah, I love y'all. I'm gonna catch you Thursday for more web fishing. Bye. Bye bye.